Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I tell you what, again, I promised a lot of variety on today's show, jumping from legal issues to technology issues. I brought my good friend on, Patrick McDonough. He's with a great company called BrightboxOnline.com, the fastest growing marketing firm in the Houston market, and a nationally known and established firm. And always bringing on great guests. Him and his partner Jason bringing on quality people for us to interview and learn more about, and today is no exception. Patrick, welcome to the program. What's your message that you like people to know about BrightboxOnline.com?
Thanks, Kevin. So Brightbox, we're Houston's fastest growing brand marketing firm focused on gaining true ROI for your marketing program rather than just doing kind of mindless marketing activity. We lead our industry in proactive, result-oriented marketing. You can visit us online at www.brightboxonline.com.
Very good. Go ahead and introduce your guests.
Yeah, today we got Brian Cook with Zadok Technologies with us.
Very good. All right. Why don't you go ahead and, Brian, welcome to the program. Kind of give us a little bit of information about you and your firm.
Zadok is a mechanical and electrical construction company. We work with all the top oil and gas and drilling contractors globally. We'll travel to different shipyards or different sites where a customer needs to do a drilling rig upgrade or upgrade one of their vessels or a production platform, and we'll come in and do the mechanical and the electrical construction out there. Our business started back in 2008. We started off as a small firm, and we've doubled in size every single year since then. We're up to close to 100 employees on staff, and we've had jobs that's been anywhere in the world from India to Singapore to South America to the Gulf, Mexico. So,
wow, that's great.
Growing quick.
Very good. Go ahead, Patrick.
Yeah, so I guess kind of walk us through what a typical project is for you guys, just so the audience kind of has an idea of what you guys do.
For an example, say a drilling contractor would call us from one of the Houston markets and say they have a new project, and we'll come in on the engineering side, and we'll help with some of the development on the instrumentation, the electrical side, and go and implement that. We'll get the drawings all put together, then we'll go out to the field and we'll procure all the equipment and all the parts to put into that project, and go to whatever shipyard that particular customer desires, and we'll go and install all the equipment, get it hooked up, and then do the commissioning on it. So we'll get it running and set up for them. So all they have to do is just take it out and start drilling.
So you guys are kind of like a turnkey sort of engineering electrical service.
Yes, sir. It's a whole turnkey. So we'll do the engineering, procurement, and construction.
Oh, that's great.
Interesting. Tell us a little bit about the history of the company. How long have you guys been doing this, and what are some of the type of businesses or firms that you work with? Obviously, is there any names you could actually drop? You gave a pretty good
sure.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we work with from the producers, example like Hess, Williams, Shell. We also work with the drilling contractors, Transocean, Rowan, Noble Drilling, and then we work with the construction companies, SBM, McDermott, people like that. We also in the service companies as well. Halliburton, Baker Hughes is some of the big customers we work with as well.
Wow, some big names there. What kind of makes an ideal client for you guys? Is there a type of size of client, or just kind of anybody that needs your type of services?
We look at where we can be valuable to a customer. If they have a vendor out there that does a good job for them, we typically that's not our cup of tea. Our cup of tea is a customer that's going to look at the value of how we can help them in the mechanical and electrical market, where they're not having to go hire 5 different people to go do one project. They can hire us, and we can cover a multitude of different aspects of that project. So we can cover the electrical, and the instrumentation, the tubing, and also the mechanical hydraulic side. And then we can help out with engineering as well and build the equipment, some of the electrical and power systems that go into that project. And we're looking to be valuable there to. They're not spending a lot of time having to go procure different companies to go do all these different tasks.
So that's kind of what sets you guys apart then, that whole turnkey aspect. It sounds like that's kind of your competitive advantage.
Yeah, and we move very quick. I mean, this is why I started this company. I mean, I've worked for other companies and they move real slow, and the bureaucracy of these big companies, if a customer wants to call me, I own the business, so we make it happen, or we'll get one of our project managers. They're not having to go answer to a bunch of bosses to go make a decision on something. They sit down with the client and then make an executive decision that's based on logic with the customer and what makes sense, and get it done.
Yeah, very interesting. So, how's it looking right now in terms of your business? We hear a lot of good stories, but we also hear a lot of rumbling of problems coming from a governmental perspective. How are things right now?
Oh, it's fantastic. Our business, we started back in 2008 when the market was not doing very well, and to be honest with you, we just pushed really hard, and we just looked for where we could be valuable. That's the biggest thing I push for is value and efficiency. And our customers, we hired our first salesperson this year, and this year we'll do, we're doing over $10 million a year, and we've had no salespeople. So everything we've ever done has been on referral.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, so that always says a lot to our customers whenever we walk in the door. It's hey, I own the business. I was referred to you by so-and-so. Mm-hmm. So the market now for us, we're doing really well. We're having, I would say, probably one of the best years. I mean, obviously, we've doubled in size again this year, and we're booking business for next 2014 and 2015. Wow. So it's, but I mean, a lot of the stuff I'm seeing is on the build side with the drilling rigs, and the ships are mostly Brazil and overseas over in Africa and Cape Town. Some of the production platforms we're looking at are out here in the Gulf, South Louisiana. We put an office in South Louisiana down in Houma, so that we can provide manpower and living quarters and things like that down there. So it cuts down on the cost of our manpower whenever they need places to stay. So we're not charging a bunch for hotels and accommodations and things like that.
Sure. So are you guys doing a lot of international work in Brazil and Africa, like you mentioned?
Yeah, I'm headed to Brazil actually in about 4 weeks, and we're looking at some projects down there. We have a project on the books starting in October. We'll be doing a ship upgrade for a stimulation vessel down there. And then we have another one next year, 2014, starting around June, July, for another ship, a brand new ship build that'll start in June or July down in South Brazil.
By the way, you want to get more information about them, you can go to zadoktech.com. That's ZADOKTECH.com. What percentage of your business is domestic?
Say that again?
What percentage of your business is in the United States?
Oh, it's this year, I would say it's probably about 75%. Mm-hmm. Next year, it's probably going to be about 40%.
Wow. Interesting.
So hiring that new sales guy, I mean, it sounds like you guys have some big plans moving forward. Are you guys looking to expand more? Sounds like
my new sales guy, I'm really using him to help us get on a lot of the vendor lists and get our name recognized out there. A lot of people, when you walk in, if I'm just doing cold calls to somebody to try to get into a business, they've never heard of us before. Just getting our sales guy out there and getting our name, getting our brand out there so people know they've seen us around before. It's kind of a unique name, and so whenever they've heard the name once, typically they recognize it whenever you come and mention it again.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys have a good reputation too.
Yeah, we have a fantastic reputation, but we work very hard to keep. I mean, our name is all we have. It's we just try to make a good reputation and be valuable and to our clients, and always do a good job for them.
All right, Brian, thanks for being with us. Brian Cook, by the way, you can again check out ZADOKTECH.com. And again, of course, Patrick McDonough, he's with BrightboxOnline.com. Thanks to both of you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
All right, when we come back, we're going to have more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at USDailyReview.com. And you're listening to The Price of Business.